This is a Headgum original.
Gosh, how it pains me to see both of you looking so down at the charts. If every show was like Revue with you, oh how it would touch my heart. Cause there's no show in town as perfect as yours. You're everyone's favorite part. Everyone's ought to be inspired by you, but it's clear one of you's a fraud. No one's mad like Jeffrey, no one's bad like Jeffrey, no one's life as incredibly sad as Jeffrey. There's no comedy cat half as dopey. Double cheek up like this host. You can ask Camille, Jake, or Marty, and they'll tell you which employee they hate most. No one's been like Jeffrey, ankles thin like Jeffrey. No one remembers credit card bills like Jeffrey as a comedy host. Yes, he's really great in water, lame as that Jeffrey. He'll dox you know, he'll send you dough. It's clear only one cat can save this whole show. No one acts like Reilly, dropping facts like Reilly. Yeah, comedy bit no one cracks like Reilly, for there's nobody quite as shiny. See how she's got chops to spare, although sometimes she can be quite whiny. And she's got the most thick locks of brown hair. No one laughs like Reilly, no one gaffs like Reilly. No one else in the whole Headgum staffs like Reilly. She's especially good at stage performing. A triple threat that Reilly. When this show was but a few dozen weeks old, there was nothing to make a fuss.
Okay.
But now that the Headgum pod's rolling in gold, she's got to show Jeff who is the boss. No,
I love this theme song.
Thinks like Reilly, no one blinks like Reilly. No one's pairing chocolate chips with milk like Reilly. And then she's off having two gummy bears kissing. Say it again, Jeff's a Glen among men. And then say it once more, who's that here next door? Who's a super success, can't you know, can't you guess? Ask her fans and all of her patrons. There's just one gal in town who's got it all down. And her name is R-I-L-E. No, R-I-E-L-E. R-E-I-L-L. Why? Reilly.
Hi, Jeffrey!
No offense to any other theme songs we've ever had. That's the best one.
That's the best one. That's the best one. Rivaled only maybe by Nolan's ones where he got all the VI podcasts. But that was, I think what I loved about it is that it loved, well, me.
And I loved the opposite of that. I love when but just all the details, like the chocolate chips and milk and
the gummy bears kissing.
Reilly spelled the wrong way.
Everyone hating Jeff, which I guess is the worst employee. Jacob, Muir, and Marty.
I played Gaston in middle school, too, so that actually hit kind of hard.
I really wish I could have seen that. I really wish I could have seen you do the mob song in middle school.
I'm like, come on!
Kill the beast!
Kill the beast! I went I did too much.
I believe it. I believe they were, like, scared of you. Like, you, Jeffrey, not you, Gaston.
No, I was, like, 6'1" in 8th grade when I did that, and everyone else wasn't. And I was like, kill the beast! Oh, that got me emotional. That was from Antoine de Passy.
Incredible work.
I don't know if that's a stage name or not, but yeah. It was also making me laugh, though, so I think that this episode's going to be a lot of, like, I'm sad. Ha ha ha! I'm sad. That got my ass. And if that was the thing of, like, I'm feeling the emotion behind my eyes, and I'm not being able to cry because he didn't mention the meibomian gland dysfunction, which is canon, by the way. But I would be crying.
I know. But then I think it's good to start in tears because then we'll be able to laugh.
Yeah, just so much happened from January 2020. We kind of ideated this show idea in like summer 2019. So it's really been like 4 years.
It's been a long time.
And then
we've recorded a lot of pilots on the show that were really bad.
Wait, yeah. Have we ever talked about we tried to, what was it, Quickspiracies? We tried to record. It's like Jake and Amir came to us like in 2019. It was right when Claire Slaughter got hired. And
oh my God. They approached us of like, do you guys want to make a podcast together? Because we're going to release a rebranding. And that was like when Newcomers came out. Like they're releasing a whole batch of Headgum originals. They're like, we'd love for you guys to have a podcast. And we were so fucking stoked. We've been wanting to do something for a while. And Revue, I guess the beginning, like the core of the idea was Amir's idea. And then we kind of like built the show off of that, which is crazy.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
But we had various ideas of like we want to do a show like kind of has a game built in. We just don't want to like shoot the shit.
Yeah, we didn't want it to be an advice show. We didn't want it to be just two friends hanging out.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, we improvise when we shoot the sketches all the time. So what about an improv show?
But before it was an improv show. We had ideas. We're like, what are some fun parlor games? Because like that's kind of our vibe. It was like an old timey, even the show is like an old timey name of like a review. Like no one does a review anymore. So it's like, what's like an old timey parlor game? And they were like, 2 Truths and a Lie. So I remember we did an episode of, I forget what the title was called, but it was like 2 Truths and a Lie. Jeff brought in.
Wait, what? I don't remember
you
this.
Brought in either all truths or all lies. You didn't remember what
I don't remember
what it
that.
was. And so you were reading them off, and it was like pop culture stuff, and you were reading them off, and I'm like, wait a minute. And then you paused, and you're like, I don't think I got what we were supposed to do. And I'm like, got it. And we like ended the episode. They were like,
really
cool.
funny, actually. But then we did one or two episodes of Quickspiracies where we either fabricated.
I think that's what it must have been. I'm confusing it. It was that. It was like, are we making up shit or are we saying real shit?
Yes, it was like, do we come up with a fake conspiracy or do we come up with a real one? And then it was, I think it was that like we both bring in a conspiracy.
It was 2 Truths and a Lie before
weeks
conspiracy.
It's real and some weeks it's not. And
it was
we have
conspiracy
to guess.
because we had to guess which one's real and what's not.
Thank God we didn't do that.
Thank God we didn't do that.
We wouldn't have gotten Billy Magnuson. We wouldn't have gotten Ben Schwartz.
It was like, we wouldn't have gotten Lauren Lapkus, to be sure.
By the way, we didn't do, on the first part of this, I was like, let's do the best ofs, and then in between, let's also sprinkle in some
Oh, yeah,
memories.
we can do it on this
Totally
one.
Fine. Let's do it on this one anyways, because it's our last one together.
Well, I'll say,
as two hosts, not the last one together.
No, because, guys, 2023, we're kicking it off, Revue Phase 2 with Alfred Bardwell-Evans. And I'm so excited. We've already recorded the first episode, and I can't wait for you guys to hear it. Because in my opinion, there's already a bit or two that I think are going to be canon bits. Like they're great. Alf's so fucking funny. I'm so excited for you guys to hear it.
And that's in 7 days from when people are listening to this.
That's crazy. Next week you'll hear it.
I'm not going to spoil what the theme is, but it is very funny. It's going to be great.
But I will say one of the first memories of the show that comes to my mind before we jump in. This is going to be a longer episode, I would imagine. It's the last one with Jeff. One of my favorite memories that comes to mind is when we had Lauren Lapkus on.
I was going to
bring
it up.
So excited to have her on. I mean, like, she's Lauren Lapkus. She's fucking incredible. She's improv royalty, comic
royalty.
Like, she is a fucking legend, and I adore her. And we were so excited to have her on. It was such a fun up. And it was also the day that we found out that Joseph R. Biden won the election.
Trump lost. Yeah. It was, because we had it scheduled for that Saturday morning. And, like, I think we all thought that we would know before then.
Yes.
But they announced it, like, we all woke up to the news before our 10 a.m. record.
Yeah.
And then, like, I walked to the, like, bodega by my old place and got a bottle of cheap champagne. And, like, you guys hopefully heard it. If not, feel free.
We were ecstatic.
And it was so cool to celebrate that with her.
With Lauren Lapkus.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
And she was all for it and was so nice. And, yeah, that was definitely a highlight. I'm trying to think of other choice highlights. Like
Gummy Bears Kissing was one of my highlights, I remember. That wasn't even on an episode. That was like
before COVID.
We didn't record that many episodes before COVID.
I think we did 10.
We recorded one with
Daniel
Finn.
was the 10th.
Yes, we
and
recorded
that was
with
the
Daniel,
day that NBA
Daniel
shut
Finn,
down.
and Amir. were our 3 in-person guests before COVID. When I think about this show starting, because it released January 2020, right?
Yeah, we had banked like 3 episodes, I think, or 2 the December before the January, and then it came out in January, and then we did a couple weekly in the old studio. The last one was Daniel, and that was the night that the NBA shut down. Tom Hanks got COVID, the whole thing that everybody talks about.
I remember because Daniel and I, January 2020, were at Sundance for Beast for Daniel's film. And I remember I was so nervous because I was like, oh my God, Jeff, my podcast is going to come out today. I hope people like it. And like, I remember just like listening to it with him in the car and pulling up comments. And like, I was so excited that like people were listening. And it sounds like the show's ending. It's very much not. But it just like this iteration of it and the beginnings of it and us building this together, that was a really cool memory. I remember texting you, like, I'm like oh my God, it's out.
I think week 1 we got like, and it's still, we I don't know if we're not supposed to talk numbers, but I remember week 1 we got like 10,000 downloads, and I was like,
it was really exciting.
Which it's bigger now, but I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And it was the same feeling like when I started doing the Jeffrey the Dumbass videos when I was like 19. The first video got like 30,000 views, and I remember being like, what the fuck is happening? And it was the same feeling with Revue, because it's like, just because people watch those doesn't matter. Like, they just watch those for Jake and Amir. And then this was the first thing that you and I did that was specifically not with them.
Yeah, that was huge.
And it's been cool to build our audience. And I feel like that started with this show.
Yeah, 100%. And like
and then COVID fucking
and it's like, but through COVID, like, I think the silver lining through COVID was like, we got to record with so many amazing people who we would not have, I don't think been able to record with otherwise.
Yeah. And I think even since everyone got vaxxed, it's been harder to get bigger guests. So that's like the evidence of it. But yeah, like, I was living with my parents. And so like for a couple of months there, like 8 months, I like broke my lease out here, moved home because I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I didn't want to pay rent for no reason. Moved in with them and was like doing it from my parents' house closet, like, and we had Lamorne and Billy. Lamorne's like, all the New Girl cast are my idols, and got to I was shitting my pants before the Lamorne episode. We did the Gall campaign. Y'all made that happen. Y'all made the Gall.
Y'all made Gall happen.
And now he's been on it 3 times, and like with Ben, who we had met like several times, but had never done something creative with.
Yeah.
Lauren, I mean, who else?
Gabrus.
And
also just like having all of our friends and loved ones on the show too.
Yeah,
like,
that's I think in more really recent memory. Yeah. It's been fun to have like having Cecily and Alden on the show. That was a really funny episode.
George Margaritaville. Multiple with Daniel. Multiple with Elizabeth.
Dior.
It's Kirsten, baby.
Christian Thirsty, baby.
Christian Thirsty. Daniel, Elizabeth. I mean, like, even just what I'm so grateful for as Alf is joining as a host is like the past 2 episodes he's done have been hits. Like, immediately after his first episode, people were like, this is one of the best really episodes good. That, like, one of the best guests ever. Yeah. And I remember calling Alfred because, spoiler alert, by the time he'd already done his first ep, we're like, we want him to be the new host. And
I can't believe we hadn't had him on for years.
I can't either, because I've done improv with Alf for a very long time.
Yeah.
But I remember, like, calling him after his first episode came out, and I'm like, Alf, like, it's crazy. People are loving it. Like, they're saying one of the best guests ever. He goes, would have been a tough fucking spot for you, huh? People didn't like me.
Yeah.
And we're like,
But, I mean, I said this in the Discord, but I think, like, I'm not worried about the show at all. I think it's going to be great.
I'm so excited. It's going to be even better. It's going to be, like...
I think it will be better.
No, it'll be different in a good way. I'm excited. I'm trying to think of what other... I mean, let's get to the first one, and then we can intersperse it with more memes.
All right, here we go. Number 4 of the Best of Revue 2022 is... Speak of the fucking devil. Axe throwing places with Alfred Bardwell-Evans.
Get out of here! Oh, my little Wimpham, my little Alfrini teeny.
This was
This was very recent.
A month ago or 2 months ago.
I remember being very nervous before this episode. And I remember being like scared shitless, like having breakfast in the morning, telling Daniel, he's like, it's just another episode. You got to calm the fuck down. Because I'm just like, this needs to be the perfect episode. It needs to be the funniest fucking thing we've ever done. And like putting a lot of pressure on it to be this amazing app. And it was such a fun app. But I remember feeling an unhealthy kind of pressure. But yeah, wild. So anyway, stoked to have Alfred on. I can't fucking wait.
Yeah.
And I'm ready for axe throwing places. What do you remember of this episode, Jeff?
Yeah, I remember being a little nervous, but I remember being like almost 3 minutes in and being like, this is going to be a good episode.
Yeah.
And then it was. And we only did 2 bits in it. There was only 2 scenes.
Right.
And they were both great.
That's
and then there was one moment where I kind of pimped him out a little bit in the first scene, which is not the one that I chose, but
it was perfect. I'm so glad he did that.
He was pursuing 13 college degrees, and I was like, great. Name all of them. Name all 13. Which, like, and
then he did.
Yeah, which when you're good at improv, you can do that to somebody. Yeah. And so the way he responded to that, too, was perfect. Was like, this guy's going to be fun.
And my last one's in theology. When he was like, Jesus Christ, my 13th degree, theology.
Yeah.
Religious studies.
We've been talking a bunch. Without further ado, this is number 4 of the Best of Revue 2022, Axe Throwing Places with Alfred Bardwell-Evans. Open your ears, fuckers.
Oh, God.
What? I didn't say anything.
I didn't do anything.
When you look at what I did, I didn't do anything.
When you look at what I did. My wife always has trouble choosing gifts for me, but she scored on this one. This bath bomb set makes the perfect man gift that I will actually get used. I have 4 sisters, and I swear they never know what to get for me. I literally have a full cabinet of unused colognes and shave sets. When I first saw this, I was perplexed at how cool our society is to provide such unthought of products. I almost never write reviews, but I do when something surprises me, and this product is deserving.
Son, and ugly.
Off now, you're setting him off. Tell him all 30. Are you okay to read your review now?
Yeah, that's
okay.
Axe, pretty good stuff. Throwing in Jacksonville, Florida.
Of course it is.
This is from Caitlin S.
Sever.
That's what I was gonna say.
Really?
Yeah. Group mind. My husband and I came in on Wednesday. We had Madison.
Wait, sorry, how many stars? Did I miss that?
1. That's going to go ahead and be 1 star.
Great.
My husband and I came in on Wednesday. We had Madison as our expert. Nice. And it's safe to say that we will never be going back. Not only was she really rude to me, but the entire time she was flirting with my husband. He would miss, and she would say things like, ooh, try again, or nice try. But if I missed, she would say really unencouraging things to me. She made me so uncomfortable we left before our hour was up. She taught my husband a trick shot after like 25 minutes and allowed him to do a 2-handed trick one-handed. She at one point pushed me out of my range and started throwing axes with my husband as if it was their date. She was constantly on her phone, and I was certain she was taking pictures and videos of my husband throwing axes.
God.
We had come to learn something new and have a good time, but it's safe to say we will not be back.
Hey, handsome. I couldn't help but notice that your grip on the axe is maybe a little subpar. I'm Madison. I work here. I'm one of the experts. Figured I could give you a hand or two. Whatever.
Sure. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, that'd be totally fine. Could I just get a yeah? Sorry, do you hear something?
No, me? Do I hear anything? Do I hear anything? I hear the music.
Right. Oh, I guess maybe it was on the music. Anyway, how do I hold it? I guess is a good starting point.
Well, I guess, sorry, are you two together? Are you?
Yeah.
Oh,
3
sorry.
years.
Well, what? Sorry?
3 years.
Oh, I was just more asking, like, are you two here together in this one lane for the axe throwing?
Oh, yes, we are.
Okay. And sorry, can I get your name, handsome?
Sorry, we're both handsome. I didn't know who you were talking to.
I'm talking to you.
Oh.
Tall glass of water.
Thank you. You can call me Duncan.
Hi, Duncan. And what's your name? Ugly?
Sorry?
Normie? Normie Ugly? What's your name?
Holy shit. Yeah, my name's Lily.
Hi, Lily. Disgusting. Okay, well, handsome Duncan, if you wouldn't mind, I can just
What
kind
the
of
hell was that?
snake around behind
Hey,
you, and I can
hey.
help you. What? Whoa, what?
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Oh, okay.
Lil, why are you being so rude to Madison?
Are you kidding me?
She's just trying to help us throw.
She called me a normie and ugly, and then after I told her my name, she called me disgusting.
Dr. Swanson talked about you're just projecting, okay? Just because you feel that way about yourself does not mean that that's what other people are thinking or saying about you. Okay?
Yeah.
It's fine. She seems really sweet.
Well, we also don't go to Dr. Swanson anymore because I misheard you when you said that it was what I thought an MFT, but it was an NFT. Haver. So that was just your buddy.
Yeah, and he's very good with economics and also, the market, the free market of a relationship, I think, as well. He's very good at
The free market of a relationship?
Yeah,
Things are getting too serious in here. There's a lot of talky and not enough, not enough axy.
What's funny
so
about that?
true, Madison. God, you're
not
funny.
enough axy. Oh my god,
Not
thank
really.
you. So okay, Duncan, Daddy Duncan. I'm just gonna sneak
I don't
around
have children.
behind. You don't.
No.
You don't have kids.
Very much untethered.
Untethered. I love that.
What
Well,
the fuck is happening?
hey,
Babe.
Lily, ass. Can you just give us a minute? I'm trying to teach Duncan here
Why aren't
how
you
to
teaching both of
throw
us?
an axe. Why aren't I teaching? I never said I wasn't going to teach both of you. I literally never said that. Get your ears checked, Lily.
Okay, sorry.
Why are you sorry? You're so meek. You're so meek, and Duncan's so confident and so hot. And you're sitting here just not. And you're going to rot. Now, excuse me? Well, I'm going to put my hands on your husband's hands. I'm going to put them around the base of this axe. I'm going to squeeze them tightly. And then 1, 2, 3.
Whoa!
Bullseye. Now, see,
Wow.
Duncan, I don't think you would have been able to do that with Lily. I don't think you would have been able to do that without my tiny little baby little hands on your big, strong, manly ones.
No, it's true. Lily doesn't know anything about axe throwing.
Let me see your hands,
That doesn't
Lily.
matter.
Let me see your hands, Lily. Giant. Calloused, dry.
Hey.
Uneven fingers.
Hey, Madison?
What? What'd I do? What'd I
Finally.
do?
You're starting to cross a line.
A line.
Yeah, okay? Nobody makes fun of her hands like that, okay?
That's the only time.
I wasn't
You
making
even
fun of them.
thought.
I
Her
wasn't
hands are
making-
To say
normal
something.
sized.
Well, not compared to my little dainty, delicate ones.
I am not. My girlfriend does not have big hands.
Oh, so you're not married?
No.
Oh, my mistake. This is going to be a lot easier than I thought. Lily, I would like you to move to the other lane. Right now.
I'm not gonna do that.
Lil, just do what she says.
Just do what
Are
I
you
say.
kidding me?
Just do what I say.
The-
What's the big
She's been
problem?
Overtly the rudest person to me
I
in my
agree.
life ever.
Your hands are so small. I think.
Mine?
No, I was talking to Lily.
Oh.
Can we have a moment?
You and me?
No, me and Lily. You're like really close.
Okay. Sorry, I'll back up. Eep, eep, eep.
You're
It's me
beeping, but
reversing.
you're not moving.
I'll go now. I'll go
Okay.
now.
Thank you.
Start taking videos.
Lily, look,
She's filming us.
and let her.
She's filming
and
us.
let
and
her.
it's I don't understand where you're falling on this issue because you stand up for me with the hands. You stand up for me just now with her being close to you. But every other time you've been like, Madison, you said I'm untethered.
I mean, I'm just confused, I guess, about hearing you talk this way. Because when we had our conversation last week, you said that you didn't like the responsibility of dating me. You said that you felt like you were being my mommy and that it was a lot of work for you and that you felt like my therapist and all these things. And I was like, okay. And I kind of took that as a cue to start, looking around and like appreciating,
You're such a piece of shit. You know what? I break up with you, obviously, because if that landed to you as not just me setting a boundary and saying, I need you to be working on yourself within this as I am on me, you took it as, let me start looking for the next dame?
Not the next one, but maybe at the same time.
I'm gone.
Oh.
Wait, did I just hear that you guys are no longer together? I mean, I overheard. I also have it on
together.
video.
We're together.
Not.
We're
I'm
very
breaking
much
up
If
with
together.
you're broken
breaking up
up,
with you.
I'm no
No.
longer interested in you. If you're together, then I'm even wetter.
Look,
But
Lily,
if you're apart, then you're not for me. So what is this?
Lily, I know that you broke up with me just now, and I get that. And I think,
Ew.
no, you.
Lily's cool now.
No, wait. Lily, just pretend that we're still together for a few more minutes so I can bag this one.
I don't care what you do or have. And the last thing I'm going to do right now is help you out.
You're being.
Hey, Lily. Wait, Lily,
so
before you
extra.
go, I'm
Yeah?
really sorry about all that misunderstanding back there. I think there was a lot of just miscommunication between the two of us. And I think the way you might have interpreted what I was doing was wrong, and it wasn't. But because we're here and now, I just want to say, I'm sorry if I made you feel any kind of way. That wasn't the intention. And I'm wondering if, maybe we could go get a boba.
We can't go get a boba, but you pissed me off so much and he pissed me off so much that I need to take out my frustration on someone's body sexually. So if you want to come back home with me, we can do that now. But this is the only time I'm going to ask. And if you don't say yes right now, that's totally fine,
Yes.
but I'm going to go. Let's go.
Okay.
I'm so confused.
Brother,
Is
did you
any-
say you're confused? Do you need help with the axe?
No, I mean, yeah.
Because I got a guy, there is someone here who's got 13 college degrees
No
who
way.
can help you with your life and with your arm throwing axe.
It's like, have you ever had a day where your life was so bright and perfect and you had a girlfriend and also flirting with someone, and then in an instant it turns and it flips and it goes around the other way, and now you're so lonely?
Boy, do I have the mentor for you.
Sick. That sounds really hype.
Are you going to come over here or not?
Yeah, just give me a sec.
To do
Calls,
what?
dials his phone. Hey, Lily. I know we haven't talked in a while, and I hope you and Madison are really happy. I just want to let you know that I met somebody too. He's got 13 college degrees, 4 of them are terminal, and he has really turned my life around for the better. A lot better than you ever did. So I hope you're thriving, and I hope 30 is treating you dirty, you witch. Hangs up.
And I hope 30
What do
is
you
treating
want?
you dirty,
What are
you
your
witch.
goals?
Even the phone call was so nice. Still misguided, but nice, and then ends it so rude.
You witch.
I think you don't have a grip on reality.
Have you ever had a girlfriend and also a flirting with someone at the same time.
Very much untethered.
She's got
Are
big
you
hands.
kidding
Well, now
me?
hold on.
That's where you
That's
draw the line?
First
What do
time
you want?
You said anything. Oh my God.
Calls her like it's been a year.
Hey, Lily, I know we haven't talked in a long time.
I'm not even at my car yet.
5 minutes, if that. Oh my God. Maybe we could get a boba. No, I don't want to go get a boba, but I do need to take my anger out on somebody.
Oh, so you don't have kids? No, I'm
No.
very much untethered.
You said we were untethered.
Lily's barely saying anything, just kind of watching it happen, clocking everything,
Hey,
and realizing
Lily?
it's over.
Ass.
Hey, Lily? Ass?
like Lily didn't hear her, so she'll respond to ass.
So do that to me.
Hey, Lily? Ass? I got your attention.
You're still an ass. That's so funny.
I met someone. You didn't. You have not met
Like,
him yet.
I wish that the Zoom had been a video episode because of the way in my mind's eye, Alfred looked on the phone call where he's like, I met someone and
He was so dropped in.
she's changed my life for the better.
Better than you ever did.
Better than you ever did. And it's like, you don't know who you are or what you want.
I hope 30 is treating you dirty. You witch.
So funny.
Oh, Alfie, little Valfie, my little Freeney Teeny.
Thank y'all for coming out. We're gonna do things a little differently today. We're gonna sell wiper blades. I guess we've done this before. Here we go.
First, to make wiper blades over century ago. Trucker has protected drivers in any weather. Trico wipers maintain maximum windshield contact for safe. Clear driving visibility. Trico, the features of wipers since 1917.
Trico Ultra wiper blades are American-made premium beam blades that shine in any weather. These wiper blades also feature a unique design that converts point force into extra pressure, allowing for maximum windshield contact. The Trico Smart Set wiper blades automatically pairs the right size and fit wiper blades specific to your car. That's 2 wiper blade sized, perfectly with the correct connection already attached. Simply visit wipers123.com.
Fuck, where are we?
Enter your
Where
vehicle
are we?
information. Select whichever smart set you prefer. Trico Smart Set Monsoon 4 areas with heavy rainfall. Trico Smart Set Tundra for cold snowy areas.
Trico Smart Set Storm for everything else in between. Go to wipers123.com and use promo code Revue at checkout and receive $10 off your next order of $40 or more. Thanks, Wipers123.
Or more roar. Thanks, Wipers123. Wipers123.com for your wiper blade needs.
Wipers.
Number 3 on the 2022 Best of Review is
Beep.
Scrub Daddy
Beep.
with Amir Blumenfeld.
Amir Blumenfeld.
Are you surprised because you didn't like that episode?
It's not that Jeffrey, I don't fucking remember any episode past October of 2022 that we've done this year.
I will say I do think we did this in October 2022.
No, we fucking didn't.
Let's see. Maybe not, but I feel like it was more recent than we think.
No.
October 4th?
I guess it just kind of makes you think.
What does it make you think about?
It makes you think, like, what's memorable, what's forgettable, just in life generally, not anything having to do with that episode or the
That
show.
episode specifically.
Oh,
You didn't like.
I liked it. No, of course I liked it. I love doing our show with Amir because every time we've had Amir on,
Which is twice.
No, are you serious? No.
No,
We've
well,
had one with
thrice,
Jake.
including with Jake.
Every time, the 3 times we've had Amir on, but mostly the 2. I can't believe it's only been 2. Maybe
Yeah.
just because we do sketches with him all the time. I feel like we've done so much more with him.
Yeah.
But
we probably should have had him and or Jake on twice more than we did.
Alf and I will probably have him and
Yeah.
Jake on. And vice versa. Have us on if I were you. If you're having Avon and DeMarco on, have us.
Well, he's like an A-list star at the moment.
And
Alf lives in Chicago. Which sort of negates stardom.
you can't be an A-lister if you live in Chicago. No, I feel like every time we have Amir on an episode, my favorite running bit that we do with Amir, not even in the improv because we always like are trying to keep the game going, but like we'll be bantering. Amir will say anything, and we're just like, so let's get to the first review.
The review?
Just fully, just end stop. And he's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Well, you're on our turf now, so
tread lightly,
you gave us the
fucker.
show, and now we have utter autonomy.
He
so
did this to us. He
Yeah.
gave us power and a platform that he shouldn't have
not to
given
mention
us.
cash.
We're getting cash from sponsors, not from Amir. For the show. For sketches, we're getting cash from Amir.
That's true.
But from the show, we don't owe him anything. Except the idea.
Which is kind of the whole thing.
I guess
Did
we just
he
see
come up with
differently.
it? I thought we
Yes,
came up with it.
He suggested it. We were asking for things, and he's like, I've had this idea for a show.
No, that's right. He had an idea where people
But it
just-
wasn't improv
It wasn't
based.
improvised. It was like reading funny Yelp reviews and then just talking about them. But then we were like, that, but improv.
Yes.
And I think that we punched it up.
Let's listen to Scrub Daddy with Amir.
Scrub Daddy, number 3. Best of review 2022.
With Amir Blue Minfeld.
Minfeld. Let's take a listen.
I got one short one. It was actually an answer to a question on the web. Somebody asked about Scrub Daddy.
And somebody answered.
Question: does this actually get hard when cold? Answer: yes, it returns to its original state when completely dry. This is from a user JLo. I love these. They're a great Valentine gift for all of our grandchildren.
I don't think so. Leanne. Leanne, happy Valentine's Day.
Talk to your grandfather. Just talk. Say thank you.
He's
Leanne.
so old. I don't
Doesn't
know how to
matter.
talk to old people.
He's the reason I'm alive, and you're the reason that I'm alive. So you guys
Okay.
have that in common. I was going to kill
Leanne.
myself until you were born.
Okay.
Just talk to him.
Hi, Grandpa.
Leanne.
Put down the switch.
I did. I said hi, Grandpa, and he just keeps saying my name. Hi,
Leanne, I
Grandpa.
sent you
it's
something.
Leanne.
Happy
Oh.
Valentine's Day.
Thanks, Grandpa.
You have
Really
any
nice.
you have any flames? You have any lovers?
I'm 10.
Just make
Leanne.
something up.
Crush.
He likes hearing about your fucking boyfriends. Talk to him.
I don't
I have
have many years left. I'd love for you to have
You say
some
that
grandchildren.
every year. Do you want me to open the package? you
Open
sent
it on
me?
the
I'm not gonna-
call.
Open it on the call.
Okay, all right. Here's the package. Oh, that's nice. There's a lot of like Valentine's peanut stickers on there. I love
Move those
Snoopy.
aside and get to the meat of the gift.
I'm admiring the Dad. I'm covering the phone. Dad, this is why talking to Grandpa, he sucks.
You have to talk to him. You never
Why?
talk to him because I came out of his dick and you came out of mine. Just start
I feel
being
like-
fucking polite.
I feel like you never talk to Grandpa. 1 second. I feel
don't
like
have
you
to
never
talk to
talk
him.
to him.
He's
You
my
always-
dad. You
You
talk
always
to
put
me.
the phone to me.
Yes, exactly right.
Ugh,
He loves
fine.
hearing your voice.
Leanne,
Yeah, okay, I'm back, Grandpa. Sorry, I dropped the phone.
have I ever
Um,
told you about my favorite pastime?
Are you going to talk about bowling again, your bowling team?
No, reading about oil magnates' dowries.
What?
Just pretend you know what he's saying. Let him talk. You don't even have to listen.
When I was a
Can I
kid,
play
there
the
weren't
Switch while he's talking?
celebrities.
No,
There
just
were
fucking-
oil and steel magnates.
You could put the
and
phone
the
down.
coolest
and as
thing
soon
they
as he
could have
stops
was a
talking,
dowry.
Just say thank you.
Now it's all about Kardashian this, right? Paris Hilton's aunt. But no, I thought it'd be cool to send you something on Valentine's, and I'm starting to think you don't even like the gift, Leanne.
I haven't even opened it because you started talking about oil tycoons. Dad, like, this is so unfair. Okay, fine. I'll open it. Okay. Thanks, Grandpa.
And
What
you
is
love it?
Thanks for the what?
I don't know why he was talking about oil tycoons and then a lead into this because it's a sponge. Grandpa sent me a sponge.
Not just any sponge, right?
It's an
It's a magic
It's a-
eraser, or what is it?
it's a scrub daddy, but it's not even in the packaging. He just sent me a loose scrub daddy in like a FedEx box.
I'd like to think of it as a scrub granddaddy. Leanne,
What? Grandpa, you keep saying my name.
you didn't say your lover's name or
I don't
anything.
have a lover. I haven't even had a kiss. I'm 10 years old.
I can give advice. What are your quarrels?
Ask Dad. Dad hasn't seen Mom for the better part of 2 months.
Oh, thank God. Your mother's the worst.
Hey, Dad. Hey. Thanks for the sponge. Sorry about Leanne. She doesn't know what she's talking about. My wife, your daughter, is
Peter.
still
You
with
said
me.
that you came out of his dick. Stop punching the pillow. I'm right here. I know you're
Peter,
angry.
are you on the hooch again?
I'm not drunk if that's what you're asking.
That's not what I was asking.
I am on that drug named Hooch. Yes.
I'm gonna go back to playing Mario Kart.
That's fair.
Put your son back on the phone.
I'm a girl.
Leanne,
What?
how do you pass the time? Told you a little bit about how I like to read.
I like playing video games.
What's that?
Is
He's never
Dad.
heard of video games. Explain it to him like he's 5.
I like playing. It's like so I can't like. How do you explain?
Leanne,
it? I
you're
like playing a
breaking. No,
game
wait,
that-
I can hear you. Sorry. I was going to say you're breaking up.
It's like a game that's on the TV, but it's like it's virtual. So it's like it's a racing game, but with like a bunch of creatures, and like you like try and stop other people's cars. It's like you throw a banana or a bomb or something.
Oh, I know racing games. You know, when,
You do?
when Jefferson Steel and Loyal Oil
I don't know who those
race to the
people are.
finish line. Greatest profits of 1939. Q4.
I have to go talk to him. I think he's having another episode. He's remembering, I guess, something that happened to him when he was 15 or something like that.
Leanne,
I'm gonna. Can I be off the call now? I'll just say thank you for the sponge or whatever.
Yeah, say thank you for the sponge. I'm gonna
Thank
head
you
over
for the
there.
sponge, Grandpa.
Leanne, I don't think you like the sponge.
Honestly,
Yes or no, do you like
Grandpa-
the sponge?
No, I don't like the sponge.
Well, the joke's on you because there was $1,000 hidden inside the sponge. And the fact that you don't like it, you're going to send it back to your old grandpappy, aren't you? I love magnates. So I made a fortune and I hid it in a sponge. Your cousin Lise, she liked the sponge.
It's just a phone and his voice. There's no one else in the room. It's just.
I'm looking through the sponge. There's nothing in here, Dad. I don't
Really?
know what you thought. Yeah.
I thought
How did you even think?
Well, I sent one sponge to Leanne and I spent one sponge to Charity. And I'm a little bit regretting that decision. Because if there's one thing I know about dowries, it's about hoarding it for yourself and not giving it away. My nursing home nurse has been
We're gonna
abusing
hang
me
up on
for a
you.
year.
That's okay. We're hanging up. Didn't hear that last part. Bye, Dad. Thank you so
Leanne.
much. Happy Valentine's Day.
Leanne. Loyal oil.
I maybe don't have anything to say about that. Leanne.
Put your son back on the
Just
phone.
you and Amir talking, and then just like the intermittent.
Under you. I love magnates.
Leanne.
I think honestly, my sleeper pick, my favorite line in that is, Leanne, what do you do to pass the time?
Told you a little bit about how I like to read.
What's your lover's
Have I ever
name?
told you about my favorite pastime? Because it's reading about mid-century oil magnates.
What?
So
Tell me your
what?
quarrels. What's your lover's name?
I love
10.
hearing about your boyfriends. I've never had a first kiss.
Oh my god! I've been the nurse of my retirement home. When I'm busy before.
Okay, Dad,
That's
we
fine.
didn't hear that. That's fine.
That's fine. Oh, Amir.
I feel like that one really speaks for itself.
it does.
I don't remember it being that funny. That's very funny, I feel like.
Leanne.
Leanne. Like literally from the phone taunting you. Leanne.
Leanne. Vibrato.
I'm starting to think you don't like the sponge. Because actually there was a full rack in there. Opens it, there isn't. I don't know what you thought you did.
But there's nothing in here. It is a loose, somehow still wet Scrub Daddy in a box.
Is it too much to ask?
Leanne, as
Spend
being
a
a 10-year-old
little bit of
in the
time.
year of our Lord 2022. Leanne.
And then her grandfather has seemingly been alive since 1910.
Grandmother's 112 years old.
Just die. It's fine that you're being abused in your old folks.
Yeah.
Nerd.
He's never gonna die.
I don't have many years left.
You're
You might as well
112.
bear kids. / Stearns.
Have you bled yet?
Oh my God. All right, number 2
That's my favorite line in any kind of like
2022.
Game of Thrones.
is Has She Bled Yet?
Has she bled yet?
Number
Ew.
2 on the Best of Review 2022
fuck.
is...
Beep,
Could have guessed
beep,
this one.
beep. Number 2, is it Haunted Houses?
Unky Ryan.
Unky is the only time I've heard Unky uses it over the garden
wall.
Is that what you were referencing?
I was just saying Unky, but then I remembered over the
Unky
garden wall.
Endicott. Unky Ryan.
Haunted Houses.
3.
3. Haunted Houses 3.
You're bilingual.
I'm trilingual, as in I'm trying to be bilingual.
Got it. Ryan Gull.
Had the goal. Nary 3 years ago.
Some may say,
Yeah.
Ryan Gull is the heart and soul of the show.
He is sort of a godfather character.
He is the godfather to Revue.
Yeah.
He is our Unky.
He's like, okay, so let me do my Ryan Gall.
Yeah.
You come to me on the day. I don't think I
Okay.
did it very well.
You
But in
didn't-
my head, it sounded
The
great.
beginning was good.
And then it petered out.
It's crazy. We've now had him on. We've had him on the live show.
So
and
4 times,
We've had him on
actually.
4 times.
Yeah.
He is. I mean, he's a staple of Revue now.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for him to work with Alf. That's gonna be crazy.
That's going to be really fun.
But
Shout out, Ryan. I hope you're listening to this.
he makes improv just feel like pure joy.
Well, because he's so good at it that it's just like he throws all the rules out the window.
Exactly.
Which is why this episode was an accidental mono scene.
This might be. I don't know about like favorite episode, like as an episode, but like favorites to have done.
It was so fucking
Some of the most fun I've ever had.
Yeah.
To do a 45-minute improv scene. We improvised one scene for the better part of an hour.
I had also, when we recorded this, I had just recorded 2 episodes of the Headgum Pod.
Oh, Jesus.
And I was like, I gotta like psych myself up. And then I didn't, because we just went and it was like a fever dream. I blacked out, which even when I black out, I brown out. Also, he said to us every time we see him, he's like, I listen to the show every week when I walk or when I run. I think he's a pretty fit guy. And I'm just like, he doesn't have to do that. He doesn't have to support it. He doesn't
our
have to
Unky.
come back.
He's our Unky Rai Rai.
I just think he's one of the people in this industry that's just a very good person.
He's a great guy. He's an amazing guy.
And so, yeah, I mean, I guess,
Ryan. Thank
Ryan,
you.
if you're listening to this.
Ryan, oh my God, here's a fucking review memory. He got us on Vulture twice.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I remember.
What the fuck?
That was a complete shock.
We were written up in fucking Vulture.
I woke up to some Twitter notification. I think it was from Vulture's Twitter account.
Crazy.
I was like, why did they tag me in this? And also someone else, Janelle James was the thumbnail. I was like, why did they tag us in this? Clicked on it. I was like, that was a
huge day.
I've been looking at This Week in Comedy podcast on Vulture since I was like 17 or 18.
That was a huge day.
For years.
That first
I remember being in college, doing improv on Second Nature at USC, and just like we, in practice, would be like just like showing each other This Week in Comedy podcast. And I remember that boosted our numbers a little bit.
Yeah.
But also just like was like, holy shit. Like, yeah, it was, again, one of those affirming moments like it's, we're doing something right here.
That felt amazing, and it's so incredible that both of them have been the Haunted Houses episodes with Ryan.
Yeah,
as well they should be. But I'm very grateful for Ryan to have been on.
Yeah.
For that. That was just a really meaningful day, and to be able to now have like behind the scenes speak in our like packet of like pitching people the show like for guests and whatever. To be able to say that we got a Vulture write-up, like patting ourselves on the back, like that's really fun. I'm really proud of us and really proud of that and really grateful to Ryan to bring his skills, because it's like he makes me a better improviser, and like he makes me want to be a better improviser.
I think he also was the first, like we had Finn on the show, who's like a more like, just one of the most famous people on the planet, but not like and he can improvise and he's very funny, but he's not like an improv community mainstay.
Yeah.
And so Gall, I think, was the first person from that UCB, Groundlings, LA
improv scene to be on it. And then we were like, able to pitch it to Lauren and to all the other people that we had on.
Yeah, having him on, one, is amazing in itself. But then being able to get that write-up from him, I feel like just like legitimized us in a different way.
Yeah. And again, just like the fact that he listens to it still.
It's crazy.
And so nice.
Ryan, you are one of the funniest people I've ever encountered in my life. And we love you, Unky Rai Rai. You're our Unky. You're our Unky Rai Rai. I hope you're listening I hope you're running like a little Rai Rai, like a little Unky.
With VR goggles on, watching the video episode. Without further ado, though, this is Haunted Houses 3 with Ryan Gall.
This is a 1-star review from Matthew A. Ryan, can we get a last name for Matthew A?
Autumnberry.
Gorgeous. Matthew Autumnberry.
Kind of a great name.
1 star for Matthew Autumnberry. It's one thing to scare customers, but some of the female employees were rude to my wife. It was obvious because she's attractive. So beware, if they don't like your look, the girls will make the experience unenjoyable for you.
Oh.
My wife is so fucking hot that they were mean to her in the house.
Guy comes out of the haunted house. Guys, you guys were so right. Like, I think they were, like, extra scary to me because I'm sort of, I don't know, like a bombshell? I don't know.
I'm sorry, we're taking some... we're just getting reviews over here. If either of you want to give a review of the haunted house, we're going to video you and use you for marketing, and we give you $1 Starbucks gift card in exchange.
Yeah, I'm like soaking wet, like sweat, blood dripping up. Yeah. Oh my God. I guess I'll go. Hi.
Here's a towel. You can use this towel.
Whew, thank you. I really need that. What's your name, brother?
Kim.
Kim. So sorry. Hey, Kim.
And I don't like the word brother.
I'm so sorry about that, Kim. So I'm just a little shaken up. That was, I don't know if you've been in there.
It? Yeah, I've done it.
Oh my God.
Times.
It was so intense. I mean, I guess all I'll say is like, if you got to be really, really like have thick skin, metaphorically and literally, because they do tase you and they do put you through the most intense horrors ever imaginable. And I don't know. I feel like it's like, I've never experienced anything like that in my life. It was really, really gnarly.
I didn't even go through.
Oh,
the house.
hi. Who are
They
you?
pulled me
I'm
aside
sorry. Who
into
are
it.
you?
Sorry. Oh, I thought we were doing the review all both at the same time. I can go after.
No, are you guys together? Are
I'd
you
love
guys
to.
together?
This is my brother-in-law. I'm with a different, I'm
a
with the
brother-in-law.
group, but we ran into each other here. So he's like, oh, can I join your group? And so that's kind of how that happened.
I like the term brother
No.
because I feel like we are brothers.
No,
I'm
you can
married
use it
into
with me.
the-
You can use that term with me.
I can, or he can.
Oh,
Whoever I'm looking at, do you see me looking at you? No.
Sorry, I
no.
thought the house was over. Didn't
Oh.
realize it was still hitting that.
No, the house is over.
this interaction is much better than what I had in there. They literally, I don't know what you experienced. They pulled me aside into like what was appeared to be like a barbershop
You're
room,
so
and they
funny.
gave me.
You're very
What?
funny. You're cute. I'm sorry. No, you're just cute and funny. I love that. Do you guys think on a scale
Funny.
of 1 to 10, would you come back or recommend this house to some of your friends? We'll start with you.
I would recommend.
Well, we'll start with you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not for everybody. I'll say that. So you just got to really read the waiver carefully. And yeah, it's one of those you have to do to sign a waiver. So if you're into that kind of thing, sure.
Okay, hold
I don't
on.
think I'm.
No, that's enough. And you, do you think what on a scale of 1 to 10 would you share it with your friends?
Oh yeah,
Share
I would
it with
definitely
your
share it with my
friends.
friends. But
You work out.
You know, I row a little bit.
On a rower, or do you do it in the ocean?
A little bit of both.
You switch back
I
and
don't
forth.
know.
I could tell that about you.
You could tell.
People say. One
I'm
second,
sorry,
actually,
we're
yeah.
talking.
I'm just
do you
waiting to get
row-
my Starbucks gift card.
Yeah,
You're withholding it until
It's
the
for
interview's
$1.
done.
It's not a physical
It's for
card. It's a
$1.
printout of a coupon code. So I have to have Reggie print it out anyway.
Okay.
And is there? I mean, just because just between us, you don't have to tell anybody else. $1 is really not a lot at Starbucks these days. Is there anywhere like you could do like a $10 for me?
Of course I could. You want 10 of
You're
these?
funny.
I mean, I can't print it. This is the best I can do. What's your name?
He's married. I'm sorry. I feel like I introduced him saying it's like he is my brother-in-law. And so it's like I can pick up on like this. It's you guys are clearly flirting, which is fine. But like
I am not allowed to flirt with anyone. I'm not.
Neither am I.
right.
I'm sorry. Can I write down your names for the Starbucks cards?
Yeah. So it's Rodney Desmond.
I bet.
And my phone number
it is.
is 330.
You bet it is. He said his name. I get listen, I'm good.
What's your name?
Sarah?
Sarah?
My name's Ron. No, my sister is Sarah. His wife of 5 years is Sarah. And she's
Stupid
sitting in
little
the car
4.5.
waiting to pick us up right now. So I
Sarah's
could go
a
get her.
Basic bitch name. But what's your name?
Oh my God. I said my name is Ron.
Ron. Okay. So Ron and Rod. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just print these out. It's going to take 1 second or there's a weird energy coming from you and then Rod seems to be totally chill.
Weird. It's the weird energy is that one, I didn't want to run into him here. That's already the weird energy I was coming in.
Do you want to
with.
talk about that? Why didn't you want to run into him?
That really actually hurts my feelings.
I'm sorry.
Oh my
but
God. Rod.
I don't know how I became the villain here.
No, it's
You're better
okay.
than this, Rod.
I know.
He's not though. You don't know him. He's actually not. You've met him. You know him for 5 seconds. You think he's cute
Ron?
because what?
Let me guess. It's short for Ronald.
Yeah. Why is
classic?
Classic.
I don't know what your deal is. I don't know why
my deal is
He's being nicer to me than anyone has ever been in our family. All right?
Now we're getting.
So excuse me.
Do you know why people are mean to you? Do you know why we don't like including you in things? It's because you do what you do right now. You exit every situation being like, I didn't have a good time because I'm so hot. And that's not why you didn't have a good time.
Are you talking to me?
I'm not talking to you. I don't
Why
know
are you
you.
staring? I knew. It sounded like you were talking to him.
I don't know who you are, so
me.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get you in on this conversation.
And that's your problem, isn't it? We've been talking to him for 5 minutes, right? And you don't know him. You should kind of know him by
I'm talking
then.
about historically how you leave situations. I don't know. I'm sorry. I just met you. I don't know how you
Here.
move about the world.
These are printed out now. Here you go. This is for you.
Oh, thank you.
And then there's a envelope for you, Rod.
Thank you.
And
what did
we
he
actually,
What's in that?
You put more than 10 in here.
Don't worry about it. We're sponsored by Fresca. Do you guys want a diet or a regular?
I guess
Diet.
I'll have regular.
We only Fresca's diet only.
Fuck. Then why'd you offer the regular?
Yeah, it lets me learn about people.
He's funny.
You're funny.
He's not.
You're funny.
This is crazy.
You're crazy, Ron. 5 years in this family, no one's ever asked how I am like he did.
He asked you for an interview. This is sponsored content for this house. He doesn't give a shit about you. Maybe he does. Maybe he wants to fuck you, I guess. But like, this is for an interview.
Me? I am interested in how he felt about our haunted house. I do not wish to fuck him.
They gave me a haircut in there.
I do not wish to fuck him. I think your hair looks great.
You hear that, Rod? Me? You hear that?
Yeah, but there's like a coy glint in it.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter? Your sister hasn't looked at me like that in years.
We're not flirting. I'm not asking him what he's doing tomorrow for lunch. If he was, he'd say, "You're not. I wouldn't meet you over at Carolyn's brunch place."
You guys think you're being
not at 11:30.
Not at 11:30.
And it's
No.
This is crazy.
Listen, what's Sarah doing tomorrow?
I'm not my sister's keeper. Were you talking to me?
Oh, well, it seems like you've been your sister's keeper for the last couple minutes. It seems like you've been real on top of protecting her life. And maybe you should let things develop as they develop. And I'm not saying anything, but sometimes...
You're not saying anything. You asked, sorry. You asked my brother-in-law.
What did you just choke on?
They put a cockroach in my mouth in the room, and that's kind of working its way up. I could talk about that in the interview, but no, you just want to make plans to go get a sub with Rodney tomorrow.
Well, I guess if that's what's going to help the interview, we do have an advanced level interview, and I picked somebody.
That's nothing.
No, that is something. I pick every once in a while. I find somebody that I think is going to have a more in-depth review. And I say, come meet me at Carolyn's for a roast beef sub.
And then does it end there? Or?
Well, I guess that's up to whoever.
I'd love for it to.
You would love it to end there? That hurts.
Mm-mm.
Oh, you'd love it to not end.
Easy,
not end there.
Rodney.
Oh, my God.
Ronald, you'll leave us here and you'll tell Sarah that I'll be home late.
Just not that late, trust me, after getting worked up like this.
What?
What? Did you finish? Did you just shotgun your Fresca?
Me?
No,
Me or him?
He's sipping his politely. I saw you shotgun your Fresca.
I want to get out of this interaction as quickly as possible. If that means me shotgunning a diet Fresca, then that's what I need to do. And it did help the cockroach go down easy. So
all Fresca's diet.
I'm going to write that down. That's actually a great quote. Shotgun your Fresca after you come out. It'll help the cockroach go. Can I use that?
Go for it. Go for it. Use it.
Can you just sign here? So if we use that in a film or anything, some sort of commercial, can we use that?
Cut to their TikTok advertising. It's like a series of people who have been talking to this guy and they're all frustrated. I don't know. Yeah, I'll shotgun a Fresca, I guess, and it helps the cockroach go down. What do you want me to say? It cuts.
Yeah. You want just one Fresca? I can shotgun as many Frescas as you want. You
cuts.
I love diet Fresca. I guess all Frescas.
Cuts.
No.
What do you mean all? I've never had a Fresca, so yes, fine, I'll have it. Cuts.
Yeah, I'll do it. But can you get a picture of me and my family? We're visiting from long.
I haven't had a Fresca since like 2003. I didn't even know that they still made them.
Cuts. No.
Cuts.
No, I won't do that. I'm not going to do that. I paid a lot of money to get in here. I do not want to shotgun. I've never shotgunned a beer. I'm not going to shotgun your goddamn press. That's rude to even ask. I'm leaving. Can somebody pull up my Suburban?
There's a valet.
Hey.
It's so hard to find a cutting point in that because then it goes
on for another like 35 minutes.
like the haunted house where the parking attendant parks all the cars in the lot, like in the tree orchard next to it, and then like
That's nothing. No, that's something.
that's something. And then later he like has sex with all of when who comes into the house. And I have such a visceral memory of Ryan being like, oh, I need to get a rubber.
This was such a visual scene for me. Like, as we were doing it, I just remember, like, really picturing the field.
Same. That's nothing. No, that's something.
No, that's something. Like, positive. No, that's something.
Oh my
Well,
god.
al fresco's diet, so. I honestly, for that one, I just recommend re-listening to the whole episode.
Listen to the whole episode. It was hard to pick one bit from that.
Because it's all just, like, low level, like, like the feeling of when you're just kind of anxious. But of, like, at any moment you're going to crack up.
And then I just remember it gets, like, the heighten is, like, he, like, cucks someone, takes his wife and kid.
Yeah.
Like, it just gets crazier. And that was
His conviction is so funny of, like, no, this is normal.
And remember, it's like, that was like, I forget what the parking attendant's name was, but it was like, he's actually a great guy.
Yeah.
And he like stands up for himself. He's like, no, I'm a nice guy. I haven't done anything bad.
When you look at what I did, I didn't do anything.
And everyone's like, fuck, you're right. No, I feel like shit.
Now I feel like I'm getting frustrated for no reason. Which is just gaslighting. So good.
Oh, Unky, right.
I couldn't agree more with you about like that being one of the episodes where I just had the most fun recording it.
I was on a high. After that episode, I felt like I was high.
And I also remember clocking like, this scene's been going on for 30 minutes. I think we should just make it a mono scene. And then we did. And
it was perfect.
It was great. Shout out Ryan Gall. Truly the GOAT. The Gall of all time. The Gall of Gall time.
The Gall of Gall time.
Any other memories from the show?
I mean, so many. It's like when you're put on the spot of like, what's your favorite movie? And then you're like, have I ever seen a movie? Like, it's...
I was thinking more about the virtual live show we did, though.
That was so fun.
It was Gall, George, Kylie.
Speaking of a memory, I forget what we were reviewing. Was it Wineries with Kylie? And there was...
I'm Tom Beckman.
Yes! Wineries with Kylie Brakeman. That shit was so fucking funny.
Yeah.
I'm Tom Beckman. I feel like we're going to end this episode and I'm going to be flooded
with a bunch of other memories.
So many memories.
Truly, the next time I come on as a guest, we can also just keep it going.
Oh, I think my favorite... Oh, yeah, Max and Yvonne, they were... Just to call out that episode, that episode was amazing. That's one of my favorite episodes, Max and Yvonne's episode of Weatherspoons. But I think my favorite review moment with Jeffrey James, hands fucking down, is...
I have no idea what you're about to say.
Simon, come back to bed.
Oh, yeah. Simon... Anytime where we make the same move and we either vocalize it or like you do something that I was about to do or vice versa, is just like, we're in it.
I think that's my favorite moment from Car Antlers 2 or 1. I don't know.
I don't remember.
But whatever one it was.
I think it was December 2020.
I love that episode because it was like the most dramatic improv we've ever done.
Yeah.
It was like a really dark drama.
Other than that part, it wasn't funny.
It wasn't funny. It was
just
sad.
a story.
It was just a
All right.
story.
Are you ready for the last
No,
one?
because I've been stalling because I'm sad as shit. Before we started recording this, we took a break between the episode before this and this. And I made a song to the tune of Final Countdown. I'm sad as shit, sad as shit. I'm sad as shit. I'm sad as shit. Sad as shit. I'm sad as shit. I am sad
Sad
as shit.
And I was like laughing, but then I recognized, oh wait, that is to the tune of the final countdown. That's so funny.
Ass. I'm sad as shit.
I'm a sad ass.
All right, number 1. I don't even know what it is.
I think you could guess. Number 1 of the 2022 Best of Revue is...
Can I guess?
Yep.
Margaritaville?
Margaritaville 2 with George Saba.
Before we play, I know I've already started a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. I want to say, I have a quick honorable mention of one of my
And mine is the
favorite
same one.
scenes from
Yeah.
this year. Was from the mulch episode. We don't have to play it, but the mulch episode, Pick It Up and Toss It.
Toss it!
Toss it! Pick it up and toss it! I love Pick It Up and Toss It.
That is for sure one of your... it's one of my favorites from this year, but I think it's one of your favorites of all time.
I loved Pick It Up and Toss It. That shit was
Pick it
fun
up
as hell.
and...
Toss it! I just love the story of this like ex-NFL player.
Yeah.
And there's one guy at a book signing who like was fine to be there, but
Yeah.
was like, I don't think that's right. Toss
Well,
it!
like so many like professional athletes also just like end up hosting, and then just the idea of like I don't know, like Carmelo Anthony ends up hosting a game show called Pick It Up and Toss It. Where what is it? You pick up your worries and toss them to the
You pick up any
wind.
negative feelings that you have
Yeah,
and you
it's
toss
not
it like a
effective.
pigskin.
That is not effective.
And I think my favorite like part of it was that the crowd all had a hive mind, which is one of my favorite bits to do.
Yeah.
And that it's like also all of them like they only knew like 5 words total.
Yeah.
Toss it! Toss it! It's or even like wiper blades, yeah! Like everyone knowing the word at the exact same time. That shit will never not be funny to me. I don't care in what context. That is the funniest thing in the world.
Time to pick it up and
Toss it! You guys all know the same words.
how?
I don't know.
What do you remember from Margaritaville's too?
Oh my god.
It was a pretty memorable record for
That
sure.
was well, because I was gonna say it's like we've done by a mile more episodes on Zoom than we have in person.
I mean, I think we can count them because we
Yeah.
did the first 10 in person. We did one at your house in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
We did
One at
one
your
in the
place.
studio this
One in the
year,
studio.
and then
That's
one in my place.
that's literally it.
So that's 13 episodes.
Out of like 170.
Well, 15 now. Including these two. But
Yeah.
15 out of 170. Yeah.
I remember you, me, and George Sava being on your bed
Yeah.
and drinking Negronis.
Well, first we were drinking the disgusting...
horrible margaritas. And it wasn't even anyone's fault. It was just the mixer was shit.
It was
And
so bad.
It was really disgusting.
Yeah.
I remember we watched the trailer to Ticket to Paradise.
Right.
I just remember having I felt like the vibe was very like I'm at a
was a slumber party. Yeah.
A sleepover party. A slumber party.
A sleepover party is something different.
And I think what I love about having George on, and what I just so appreciate about George's comedy is that it's like we're silly and goofy. George is like on
He's
another
a mental
plane.
patient, yeah.
George is like, I would say, this is a high compliment. George is the silliest person I've ever met.
Which is great in improv.
Especially.
In my real life, I'll come to him with like an actual problem, and then he'll be like, well, just text him this. And it's like the craziest thing I've ever heard. And I'm like, I don't know why I talked to you about
George
this.
is so fucking funny. And his ardent love of Margaritaville.
His genuine love of Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville. I got him a Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville like vintage tea like a long time ago. He still wears it like on a weekly basis, which doesn't even like has nothing to do with the gift. It has to do with his love of Jimmy Buffett.
That's incredible.
Margaritaville.
I loved this episode. I remember, I don't even know what scene you're going to play because they were all fucking
do.
crazy. And I just remember us like on your bed crying, laughing. Like my stomach hurt from laughing so hard. And like, I'll never forget that. That was such a fun night. That was also my first time I saw your new place.
Yeah.
And the first time we recorded in person in forever. So it was just like, that was
It was the first time that we recorded from a canyon. And I think that kind of imparted itself.
No, that didn't have anything to do with
The
it.
walls of the canyon
Also,
imparted
I said
their
this last
wisdom.
episode. I'm wearing the same outfit. Look at my child legs, my short fucking legs and socks. Anyway, let's play the app.
Margaritaville 2 with George Saba, the #1 fan voted episode of 2022.
Not surprised.
Good on you, George.
2 stars. Honestly, the food is not as described. It's not worth it.
They put canned nacho cheese on your nachos and not enough dressing or items on top, and then they put on canned beans. We sent it back, and then she described a Cuban sandwich as huge, big, delicious. It was not. It was so tiny. Honestly, it looked like a grilled cheese. Excuse me. Sorry, just flagging you down really quick. It is my daughter's sweet 16th birthday, and so we wanted to come here just for a special treat, and we are ready to order, but first I would love to hear the specials that you guys have here at Margaritaville.
Hello. I love to tell you. I love talking about the specials. We're talking to the right people, actually. You waved down the right.
You know what? I never expected two servers to come over to my table, but...
They're sort of a team because they don't trust either one of us on our own.
You guys are so funny here, honey. Aren't they funny? Yeah, they're funny. Mom, stop embarrassing me. Can we just order? No, we gotta hear the specials, and they seem excited to give the specials. What are your guys' names?
Double date? Is this a double date?
I'm sorry.
Between the four, among the four. Is this a double date? We're just asking. We're rejected all the time, so it's fine. It makes you feel that I'm 16 and he's your age.
First of all, please don't lean on the table.
Well, I want to make sure you hear me.
I hear you. I'm sorry I'm crying. I'm just so startled. This is a double date. I'm here with my daughter for her sweet 16 dinner. Mom, they're frightening me. No, honey, they're frightening me too.
Maybe it'd be better if we sat down.
No, do not sit down. I want different servers.
Easy to put a two-top into another two-top.
Together, we are the employees of the month.
What?
We got employee of the month. You're really not going to get better service than us.
Can you please? God, you pulled up another table. Mom, can we leave? No, honey. This reservation took so long to get. We're going to sit and we're going to eat. Gentlemen, can you please leave the table? I would like to request a different server, or else I'd like to talk to the manager.
I guess we can get two different servers.
We can get two different servers.
I don't need two different servers. I need one competent server.
We're going to get two different servers.
Hello. I hear we have a birthday.
Is this a double date?
No, it's just you guys in hats. Take those off. I know it's you. You didn't change your faces at all.
Well, I heard there was a 16.
I know it's you. I know it's the...
16 was my favorite birthday. It's how old I am.
His most recent birthday, and I'm whatever age you are. Should we pull up a chair, make it a 6-star? Just in case the other two want to come back.
You are the other two. I don't know why you're continuing to do this bit. I know that it's you. You took the hats off. You're the same people.
Say, what do you want for your birthday?
It's not my birthday. Mom, please stop making them talk to me. I don't know what else to do, honey.
Sometimes the best birthday gift is a double date.
Dreams really do come true, because we're on one.
A double date with your mom.
We've all been there. We've all been there. I drove a horse and buggy into the station.
Do you want us to get two different servers?
Yes.
We seem like you guys are uncomfortable.
You cannot come back again. You have to promise me.
First time serving you.
Promise me that you will get two different servers. I see other people working around this restaurant. I want to watch you go over, tap other people on the shoulder, and direct them over to this table. I do not want to see you over here again. Do we have a deal?
We'll get two different servers.
You're not gonna get two different.
Walk away. They kind of go around a corner so you don't see anything.
Mom, I don't understand why we can't just leave.
Dressed like the Blues Brothers.
No!
So here we have a birthday sitting in this chair.
Two different people everywhere.
Looks like the four of us are on a double date.
That's when you have four different mates. I'm your age and he's 16.
And that's why we're gonna blow off some steam.
The specials are, we have a really special ranch, and we brought the jambalaya back.
I'll take the jambalaya.
With the ranch?
Yeah, with the ranch.
And what does she want for her birthday? Double date? Or?
Just tell them whatever you want, honey. What will get them away from the table fastest? I think if we just say we're on a double date, we don't have to talk to them. We don't have to look at them. We can just keep the conversation between us. Okay, that sounds good. And as long as we don't maintain eye contact with them, we can just get through the dinner fine. I'm so sorry that this is what the night turned out to be.
I don't know where to look.
No, Mom, you couldn't. No one could have predicted that this is how the night was going to go.
Hey, sorry, you guys are taking kind of a while to order. If you guys could go and get 2 different customers.
I said I wanted the jambalaya.
You guys change your mind? The other two do appear. You guys change your mind about the double date? They didn't change their mind without talking to us first.
Yeah, we also thought we were on a double date. And we're back to enjoy our double date with 2 smoking ladies. We want a date.
And if you don't like just us 2 and you, I'll take a double date with all of us 8. Look me in the eye.
What do we need to do to leave this table?
Date all of us for a while.
For a while?
I'd just like to be able to say I have a girlfriend.
I'm married and my daughter is 16.
Why do you think I'm so desperate?
3 16-year-olds. 3 of us are 16. We established that.
And I'm your age. And I am too. And we're all not married. So the fact that you're married and we're not, it's like, that's why we're so desperate. You know, because I'd always pictured having a family. And
your breath is so hot.
I know, I have a lot of sour cream and onion products.
Where's your husband? I know that's weird for me, the 16-year-old, to ask, but it's just sort of a morbid curiosity.
He's on a business trip that he couldn't reschedule. That's why.
It takes a lot of those, huh?
Yeah, what you do for a living?
Look me in the eyes. I'm really uncomfortable ever since everyone here stopped looking me in the eyes.
He's in sports. He's a sports broadcaster, and so he has to travel for work and watch a lot of football games.
Is it Mike Bream? Is Mike Bream the sports? Really?
Yeah.
That's really cool. I'd love to be Eskimo Brothers with Mike Bream.
When I go to bed and I start to dream, I think that my husband is Mike Bream.
He's not the only one. I also think my husband's Mike Bream, and it's a dream. I might cream thinking about it right now.
Must be awful lonely when your husband's away. Seems like the solution is a double date.
On her special day, she's 16, you're 16, I'm 59?
45.
I also was gonna say 59.
I was going to say 90.
Isn't it your ages? Is it? You said it's the same age.
That's why I was gonna say it. I'm 90.
And you think I'm 90?
I don't know. I didn't know.
My favorite part about coming to work is being paired with a 90-year-old and I'm 16.
Are all the waiters like partners?
Hey, Judd Apatow here. I left my keys here yesterday. I guess I lifted them. You say you guys were 90?
I'm not 90.
But you are.
16.
90's interesting.
Cut to the trailer. Paul Rudd, Leslie Mann, this is 90.
Sorry, if we can pause the edit on this trailer. It doesn't tell me anything. It's just you, Judd, selfie camera, just saying your friend Paul Rudd, who hasn't signed any paperwork, your wife, and you just said this is an ID, an age neither of them are.
This. I want a proof of concept to take to Universal. All right.
We hear you, but I think when you're making a proof of concept, it would be helpful to see a little bit of the story. So what is the proof of concept?
Yeah, it would be helpful to see proof of the concept.
Because this is just a video of you exactly what he said, that this is talking about your friends and this is 90. But there is no proof of concept. There is no concept. That's not a concept.
This is 40, right? Everyone loved that movie. Everyone loved that movie.
Everyone?
Yeah, as far as I knew.
If I could give a pitch of something you could add.
Okay.
What if there was like a character who was sort of like McFuckin'?
I don't know if you guys believe in God.
In God or
yeah,
God?
God, yeah. But I literally had that same idea.
McFuckin'?
Are you challenging me? Because
I'm
I might
just
have to add that
clarifying.
to the list.
Not challenging. Fuck.
Assistant to the director, I keep a track of all the things that are fireable that they do.
Sure, as every good
As
boss
everyone
does.
should.
As every good boss does, yeah.
Do you keep track of all of the things they do well?
No, I just subtract bad things from the list when they do anything else well.
Would you call this a positive work environment?
Today? No. The past couple weeks have been nice.
Okay.
But whenever he comes in here, whenever Judd comes in here, it is a different place and time entirely.
Sure. Yeah,
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm getting that.
Do you guys know Maud Apatow?
Your daughter?
I'm just checking because I feel like she's famous now, and that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, you're sort of an odd shill for your daughter.
And now you have your own list.
Whoa, hey now.
Yeah.
That's not nearly as bad as how I've been laundering money from this editing bay.
How much have you been laundering?
You probably your worth as a person.
Probably your worth as a person.
I
2 callbacks.
have not laughed that fucking hard since we did the app. I think we're on a double date. That music, Daniel
She's
Ramos, you
16
icon.
And I'm your age.
I don't even know. There's nothing else to say. I don't have a voice anymore. I was laughing so hard during
We
that.
were cracking up, falling on the floor.
Oh my God. George is a certified crazy ass.
He's a crazy person. Just also like, and Daniel Ramos adding the fucking song in, it makes it so much funnier. But like in the room on the day, it was just us going,
Just snapping.
just
I see 16.
all it is two guys talking. Two guys talking like this.
Two guys talking like this.
And then the Blues Brothers.
I love the difference of two guys talking like this, two guys talking like this.
My favorite thing about work is that I, as a 16-year-old, was paired with a 90-year-old.
Look me in the eye.
Look me in the eye.
Look me in the eye.
I've been really uncomfortable ever since everybody suddenly stopped looking me in the eye.
Oh my God. I love that bit. And then the other bit in that episode where it was like someone was gonna get fired and there was a whole list of all the shit they'd done wrong.
You're already fired. I do need to know how much money you laundered. Well, it's probably equal to the amount of money you're worth as a person.
Oh my God.
Well, now I really need to know the number.
George is a certifiable crazy ass.
And then I remember the second bit was like a long bit about
bar.
Yeah, at the bar of like
yeah,
the bartenders
tornado
considering
chaser.
Yeah, the storm chasers and the bartenders separately just like debating whether or not they should serve a minor blue curacao.
Oh my God, that's right. George was like an 18-year-old who's a storm chaser.
And Judd Apatow was there,
Yeah.
thinking about how famous his daughter is now, and
Oh my
proud
God.
but also
That
insecure.
was such a fun.
Oh.
Every up with George, the two we've done, are unhinged.
I thought Margaritaville's 2 was better than Margaritaville's 1.
Yes.
And I thought Margaritaville's 1 was great.
It was great. That scene, I remember having the same reaction I had just now on your bed.
Yeah, there was, and also like I was worried about the sound because I was like, there's definitely gonna be microphone bleed. Daniel also probably fixed a lot of it.
Daniel is a legend. Daniel
Yeah.
Ramos.
What a good year. What a good year of improv.
It's so funny. I am so sad. Oh, fuck you. I'm so sad. You piece of shit. It's so stupid. It's so stupid and so sad. I cannot believe. And I'm so like emotionally hungover.
We just
this song's making
recorded
me
for
cry.
like 4.5 hours basically, and we were laughing the whole time. My cheeks hurt, and I'm like underlyingly sad about the ending. It's distractingly loud. I don't want to I want to get sappy. I don't want to get too sappy. I don't know how I feel right now. I guess it's like I've often done things in my life in periods of 3 years.
This is so funny.
It's a comedy podcast. I graduated high school in 3 years. I graduated college in 3.5 years. This has been another 3 years that has been so rewarding, so fulfilling. Everything I've said, I mean from the bottom of my heart. And I think it's, I think it's the right decision. But
Yeah.
still in this, when you think about everything we've done the past year, when the drums kick in, when I think about the past year, it's like, that was awesome. When you take it as a 3-year chunk, it's like, damn, who both of us were when we started this, and now we're just different people, and I think for the better, and I think we're better comedians, and we know so many more people, and my only regret is that we never got to do an in-person live show, but
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys will.
We'll do it and have you on as a guest.
And would love to come on as a guest for part of it. But yeah, I don't know if there's anything else to say. There's a world where we didn't get the opportunity. There's a world where we just didn't do it. But that doesn't feel familiar to me. Like the only world that I know is the world where we've done this show for the last. Now I'm feeling joy.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
feels weird contrasting because you're crying.
No,
I am
it's all
definitely
of
sad.
it. It's all of it. I'm so.
It's such ambivalence. It's so many emotions at
I'm so
once.
sad, and I'm so proud of us, and I'm so excited for what's ahead for the show and for both of us and for you. And just it's like, it's all of it. It's all of it. It's like
Yeah.
happy cry for like how proud I am of us, and happy cry and sad cry for you leaving, and happy cry for the future of the show with Alfred, and just it's all of it. And I
Yeah.
love you so much.
I love you
And
so much.
Doing this show with you, I've said it before, I've said it many times, is like having you as a co-host on the show, doing it with you, building this show with you, this community has been like one of the biggest joys of my life. And I'm so grateful. I'm so, so grateful. And I'm so proud of you, and I'm so excited.
The community gets me. The community part of it really gets me because, especially with the Patreon, I think even without the Patreon, we would have seen
We
the
will
support.
keep the Patreon. Don't
The
you all
Patreon's
worry.
going.
The Patreon is going strong. Patreon.com/Reilly and Geoff.
We got a new subscriber this week.
I know.
And I hope more people subscribe to get more exclusive Reilly and Geoff content because we're not going anywhere. But
Nor the Headgum sketches.
yeah, and I'm really excited for next year. I think we should do. I have so many
The
ideas.
Headgum sketches are like, we're leveling up.
Yeah.
We're leveling up.
Yeah, just like the community aspect of it really gets me because I feel like that's just like, especially through the Patreon, like I said, like interacting with people so directly, like those people are our friends now.
Yeah.
And they will be going forward too, but even some of the messages we were getting on Discord when we announced the shift was like people, I think we're a community of people who speak the same comedy language
Yeah.
and aren't often earnest. I especially am not that earnest.
Oh, I
like,
am.
you're pretty earnest as a person. I think you balance that with comedy well, but like the Headgum podcast, I'm like not even myself. Revue, I'm more myself, but I still like to keep a level of privacy in my life.
I overshare maybe too much.
So just to take this moment to be earnest, just
Yeah.
like the people that we've met through this, the comedians, the guests, the listeners. Also, if this is too long or uninteresting, just turn it off. I'm just gonna go off. But are just like incredible people, and I think that's maybe what I'm most proud of with you is like building this community of people and like we've all helped each other through things. Like the listeners have helped us through the pandemic.
Certainly.
Doing the show with you and getting to see you on Zoom once a week.
I don't know how I would have gotten through the pandemic without this show.
The pandemic, and I think, therapy language, both things can be true at once. Like,
yeah,
I'll miss it, but it still exists, and it will always exist.
We'll miss you.
Also, every episode's, on the internet still.
Yeah.
And we get to listen back to those.
Come on. We're going to make you guests so many times.
Every week.
Every week.
Say you didn't leave.
Say you didn't leave.
You just demoted.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm I guess having trouble finding the words. Like I wish it was more poetic. I just I want it to be raw in this episode. I'll miss it, and I'll miss doing it with you on a weekly basis. But yeah, we'll keep doing it. You'll come on the Headgum podcast. We'll do the sketches.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just miss you.
Yeah, but the other side of the ambivalence is the excitement. I think to see what the next phase of things are creatively, and we're doing the sketches again. Like, how can we push that more? And we already have. I think people have noticed it, which isn't. I mean, we're writing them the same as we were before. I think we just have a great production team around them. But it's like
we really do.
Oh, like now I have like an extra day free in my schedule to really like push the envelope of the Headgum sketches, to like write longer form projects and see if anything else can happen there. So, it's the sadness and it's the excitement, and I'm holding both to be true. And we'll see what happens, but we got 3 full years in there, and we have a lot to be proud of.
And we have plenty more to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot to be proud of in our 3 years with this show.
Yeah.
If you're still listening, you're a day one of the new regime.
Holy shit. It's a fascist show.
I feel like, I was telling Daniel this, that I feel like coming up through Headgum and then like starting the show together, I don't know about you, but for me, certainly, especially having gone to like theater school and everything, it's like not feeling super confident in like this world and like finding my footing. Like I felt very much like I saw the two of us, or I felt like my identity was like us as a unit, us like the two of us as a unit, and like very much like a codependency to the idea of two of us as a unit. And I feel like the growth as in like now, like the two of us as like really on like solid ground, like individual comedians, like doing this thing like that we can work together like on our own footing. At least for me, like as just how I feel going through this, like I will say that I feel like very strong on my own footing, and like to be able to come to working with you and all these things confident in my own self. And I don't think I would have been able to do that without coming up through this with you and making this with you. I don't know if that made any sense. But I'm just really excited, and I'm really grateful. And I'm sure once this all ends and the music cuts out and it's not funny anymore, I'm going to start sobbing. But I love you so much.
I love you too.
And I think we should do our last segment.
There are probably thousands of people watching this being like, fuck off. Like, who cares? And there's thousands that might be like, yeah.
It matters
but it matters
to us.
to me.
This
shook me all week long.
Oh my God.
Reilly, what's been shaking you?
I'm going to pick something that isn't this. What's shaking me is fucking my mom for Christmas sent Daniel and I a Zabar's basket of food.
That's cool.
And that's been delicious. There were like 2 packets of smoked salmon in it. We're, I think, 3/4 of the way through done with the second one.
When did you get it?
2 days ago.
That's so
we
much fish.
fucking like wolfed that shit down. Bagels, salmon, coffee, cream cheese, and cinnamon rugula.
Oh, their rugula is so good.
I'd
never had it before I went there.
It's incredible. So that's what's been shaking me, is that's been my breakfast the past 2 days. I fucking love bagel and lox. That's one of my favorite foods, favorite dishes ever. And so getting to have Zabar's bagel and lox at home it's been
You just had a transcendental experience.
It's incredible with like little capers on top. It's so fucking good. That's what's been shaking me. That shit's so good. Zabar's is incredible.
Yeah.
What about you?
I guess what's been shaking me is that I just turned 25. And maybe that's what's shaking me is that I'm 25 and it's a quarter life crisis. Might just be that. But it's like, oh shit. Like you're firmly an adult. You're in your mid 20s. You're 25 years old.
You're mid-20s.
But it's like your life is what you make of it, and if you have goals, you got to go for them. And I think, and that could be anything, not just professional, I guess. Also like personally and like, this is so dumb, but like sartorially. I used to be like so self-conscious about like wearing crazy clothes. Now I'm like, I'm gonna wear the crazy clothes. I'm gonna grow my hair out. So I guess what's shaking me is like I'm 25, and I think I'm a realized version of who I wanted to be when I was like 22. And then now that I'm 25, it's like, who do I want to be at 30? And I feel like I'm putting into action things that will get me to that point, hopefully. So what's shaking me is the fears surrounding being 25 and the excitement surrounding being 25.
Yeah, that checks out.
That's what I meant to say.
That checks out. I have that same crisis every single year I get older.
Yeah, it's fucking scary. And I used to be like most of my friends are older than me, so I'd be like, you're 26, shut up. Like, you're young. Like, but I starting to get it a little bit because I've always been the youngest person in the room because like I graduated high school early and then had older friends even before that. So it's like, it's so easy to be the youngest person in the room and be like, why are you guys freaking out? But then once you're not the youngest person in the room, which, you know, the panic sets in, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's shaking me is I'm 25. I'm excited to see what the next 5 years have to hold.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Good and bad. I'm looking forward to the negative shit too. Because the negative shit of the last 5 years also shaped me into who I am.
Yeah.
That was a really earnest what shook me. I don't know if any of it made sense.
It did.
Okay, good.
Not.
The whole city goes crazy. Claire Slaughter burst through the door. You quit. You left the network.
This moment is on the best of next year of making a not joke. It did
Number 2. Not number 1 where it's like, okay, well, that's impossible. It is number 2, though.
You can find Jeffrey on Instagram at Jeffrey James, on Twitter at JeffWYRD. You can find the show on Reddit r/Revue, Twitter Revue Show, and Instagram Revue. And you can find our new co-host Alfred Bardwell-Evans on Instagram at AlfredInnit, INNIT.
And you can follow Reilly on Instagram at Reilly Anspa, on Twitter Reilly Coyote, and well, I was just gonna plug Alfred's stuff, but we plug each other's stuff, so I can't be like, don't follow me, follow Alfred, but don't follow either of us. Follow Alfred.
Well,
Alfred,
I mean, if you want to give me a follow.
Follow Reilly and Alfred.
I won't say no. I won't remove follower.
Should we thank some podcasts?
This is for the last time. Again, so this is the last time that we're going to read the podcast's name on the show because Jeff's leaving, and so for Alfred and I to do it, it's because it's Jeff and my Patreon, and it was a Patreon perk. But don't let that fool you. The Patreon is still going strong with our monthly Zardies and Q&As, and we're gonna figure out some more.
We'll have new perks coming out.
Perks and bonus shit.
Yeah. Also, half the people didn't change their names.
Yeah.
For like a year at a time.
It's all good.
We'll come up with a better perk.
Patreon.com/Reilly and Jeff.
Thank you to #Game Pass. The best deal in gaming is now available on the Xbox Series X or Series S.
Christian side hug so he can hug 2 people simultaneously.
Agent Michael Scarn.
Nope, Agent Mr. Scarn.
Agent Mr. Scarn.
Aggie.
A co will not back down without a fight. Jeff will apologize to her on air, or this entire fucking show has been for naught.
Bob,
you know what? No. Here we go.
A co.
A co Sarfo. I, Jeffrey James. I'm sorry for everything.
Not. Bob Buell, aka the Squirtster Kid, and I'm sorry if I can go off script. My birthday is December 28th, so buy me stuff.
Camus Sposey, that's spooky and cozy because it's October, baby.
Carol Fisher.
Chuck.
Curvature presents Jeffrey James's farewell tour.
Daddy Tuesday Night is swanging that thing in honor of passing the torch. Bye or whatever.
Damian Kirk would like to reiterate, perhaps for the final time, that he has never had sex and is 30. Don't you forget it, Jeff.
Disgusting. This one's just the C word. I'm not gonna read that. No, yeah, I will. Caddy.
Elvis Wesley, so it's Elvis but with a British accent and just a fucking butler, I guess.
Fancy Octopus is submitting and dominating. a jack of all aids.
Follow my cat on Instagram. You have to find the @yourself though. No handouts, fucks.
Gray's bringing back the gimmick. His new name is Gray Overwhelming Force, aka the Destroyer, aka Big Balls McGee.
Happy Halloween. It's October.
I eat spaghetti and heat balls. It's like spaghetti and meatballs, but instead of noodles, I eat the sun.
I'm Reilly Geoff. And have you ever heard of the new show, The Office? You know, John Krasinski's kind of a zaddy.
I'm gonna say it. If spaghetti and heat balls substitutes noodles for the sun, then you're just eating the sun and whatever heat balls is.
It sucks. That this might be the last Connor Finnegan Patreon name I hear. He should have at least put some effort in it.
Jackson, Mississippi is definitely my real name. Maybe not, though. Boy, did I pick a swell time to finally upgrade.
Jake Ullman.
James Wagner murdered someone in 2013 and is finally admitting it to the FBI. Come get his ass.
Jeffrey Games. Jeff's evil but playful twin.
Jesse Tipton.
Joe, and for lack of a better term, well, Malisov.
JP again. Okay, Jeff leaving to explore new opportunities outside the fam. Who do you think you are? Steve from Blue's Clues or my dad?
Caleb forgot to change his name. Whoops.
Casper Bopasper.
Kellyanne, Con, Wayne, Randy, New, Manfred, Man Hathaway, and a Man Journey and Bert.
Here's what I don't understand. I don't know who Wayne Randy is. I don't think that's a real person, so it's not actually a portmanteau.
Oh, Main Journey and Bert. I get it, like a holiday thing and a Main Journey and Bert. Okay.
Oh, I also didn't get that part. Kevin Williams.
Let's play a game of Kever Have I Ever. I'll go first.
I have to wonder if it's
Kever?
always been Dakota Kever, and we've said Kever the whole time.
Let's play a game of Kever Have I Ever. I'll go first.
Lord Hunter the Ordained.
Michael Begel.
Mo-ho-ho Pete. Wishes a happy holiday season to everyone in the Jeff and Reilly cinematic universe.
My bond of the week is my mother, because it's more bond than the bond you have with your mom. Go ahead, I'll wait.
My name is Austin Hall, and Jeffrey Aaron James has forcibly sounded me with glow sticks for the past 12 months.
Nate Portia says hi to Christina, who's now listened to every episode. A new patron. No, not a new patron. No, for real this time.
Nolan Murphy is excited to see the future of the show, now that there will be more than one funny host.
Pete Bradford cracked his tooth on a Christmas cookie sprinkle while writing this. You've been warned.
Tough Riley.
Raven Schmaven.
Riz, Jeffrey will never mispronounce my name again, Bergman.
Thank you, Jeff. Good luck on your next step.
TJ Michael.
Ty Samby's Wet and Wild Senior Strip Uno Night. No condoms, no cares, no commitments. Every Thursday at 700 Park Crescent,
That
US.
might be my favorite name ever. Vivian of Ultimate Evil.
And you're telling me that in like 3 episodes I'll be advertising my food truck to an even smaller group of people? Great.
Shout out Jameson Poncia.
Thank you to all of our VI podcasts. If you want to hang out with us more, patreon.com/Reilly and Geoff. And thank you to the past couple of years of patrons for sending in the most amazing names for us to read. I mean, so many incredible ones.
This will come out December 27th, I think. But when we're recording this, there's already tomorrow. So that shit's still happening. And it's a ton of fun. So patreon.com/Reilly and Geoff. Keep hanging out with us.
I'll see you next time. I'll see you next week with Alfred. And I'm so excited to get things kicked off for this new phase of Revue 2. Alf is so excited. We're both so excited. It's going to be great. And we'll miss Geoff.
I'm listening in next Tuesday. Y'all should as well. It's going to be great.
And for one final time with Jeffrey.
Arrivederci.
Chee! That was a Headgum original.